Hello everyone, my name is Jaybird and welcome back to Lucid9. I don't know what the fuck I was going for here. But first, I have a ravioli. Ravioli, give me the ravioli. Put it in my mouth, because ravioli, yeah. I actually do have ravioli. It's only one. I need to eat it. While it's still relatively warm. Relatively. It's cold on the outside, but somewhat warm on the inside. Okay. Anyways, let's just jump into it. Give me a minute. Afternoon, I hate it. I hope you guys can't hear me eating, but I doubt you. I think you can. I hope you can't. So I'm sorry if you hate the sound of people eating. I hate it too. I have really poor planning skills when it comes to recording these. How many times have I been eating during my videos? Like, how many times have I just stopped to eat? Like, what the fuck? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Probably a lot of things, actually. Never mind. Don't answer that. It's a rhetorical question. Because I already know all the answers to that, probably. Okay, almost done. Gosh, one day I should just liquefy all my food, so then you don't have to hear me eat. All you have to hear me is drink. And even if you can't, then great. Afternoon classes are just as dreary as the morning, with one key difference. Yahiko is absent. The teacher seems relieved, if anything, when he catches the empty gap in the seating chart. He chirps about linguistics and with a hided spark in his eye. Yahiko doesn't return for the rest of the day. Oh no. I drift in between lessons, trying to bring myself to delete the number on my tablet. I can't do it. After what feels like an eternity, classes finally end. Masato doesn't come, Rui doesn't come, Yahiko doesn't come. I'm still in the silence as my classmates hurry outdoors to savor their precious hours of freedom before the gates are closed. Elizabeth is one of them, marching away with her growing crowd of groupies. Misaki is the only one to drop by my desk. Have you seen Rui today, Yama? No, I haven't seen her lately at all. I'm scared. Rui? No. If anything, I should be asking about her presence. I haven't seen her in a while. I know! That's freaking me out! I see. If you see her, please take care of her. What do you mean? She only sighs vaguely, a furrow to her brow. Please. What is it with everyone being so fucking vague? Just give me answers. Stop beating around the bush. God. Then, without another word, she turns and strides off, flicking her phone between her hands. Take care of Rui? Why? How? More questions, fewer answers. This is getting ridiculous. I restlessly swing my backpack over my shoulder and head out of the classroom. If I'm not getting answers, I'll just have to find them myself. Oh no. My first instinct is to look for my friends from a high vantage point. Shortly after arriving, I quickly realized that it's a terrible instinct. Even if I had perfect eyesight, it's not like I can see through buildings. What made me think that I could have found Rui from the rooftop? I'm just about to leave, but I catch a flicker of emotion in the corner of my eye. Purple hair. Wavy purple hair. What's a bloody brat? Yep, that's definitely Elizabeth. I round the corner to the back part of the rooftop, the generally more isolated area. Sure enough, my favorite Brit is settled on the edge of a bench, nose shoved deep in the pages of a paperback book. I quickly recognize it as the popular dystopian series The Famine Tourney. What? Interesting. Didn't think she'd have time to read fiction between those textbooks of hers. Who's a bloody brat? She doesn't even glance up, clearly absorbed in the prick before her. This president! President Ash! I can't stand smarmy gits like... She trails off, then slowly looks upward. You! Oh my god! Oh! I'll be bloody damned! She leaps to her feet, thrusting the book in front of her like a broadsword. Good day, Lizzie. Don't tell anyone! She quickly slides her books behind her, looking down. That was a delayed reaction. I'll take it to my grave. Just like you being a barista. Great. I feel so comforted. You don't trust me? I'm hurt. Do you blame me? I want to bite back with a teasing remark, but my tongue is stiff in my mouth. Trust. A fickle thing. Elizabeth's brows furrow out my change of mood. She slowly closes the book, evaluating me for a long moment. Are you worried about the disappearances? For a second, I'm flabbergasted. It's almost like she read my mind. What? The main targets are Academy students. It's some cause for concern, isn't it? Oh, right. That wasn't exactly how I'd been thinking about the disappearances, but... Doesn't matter. People die anyway. My, I see you have sky-high expectations of humanity. What can I say? I'm an optimist. She smirks slightly at this. It seems to soften the hard lines of her face. It prompts me to speak. You know, sometimes you're not that unbearable. Oh yes, I try to answer to your every beck and call. I can tell from the encouragement you shower on me. Well, I'm known for my nurturing spirit. By people on drugs? She actually giggles, extracting a chuckle from me. Getting along with Elizabeth? What's going on? It probably won't last, but maybe I should see where it goes. Yeah, we're gonna definitely keep talking. Fuck. Yeah, keep talking. Yeah, why not? I don't have anywhere else to be, and honestly, this could be fun. I take a moment to glance over her stacks of tomes. Aside from the Famine Tourney, her selection seems to weigh on the mystery side. Works from Darther Onan Coyle, Sorothy Dyers, Kagatha Christie. What? And more. I also catch multiple outliers in the romance department. Are these puns on people's actual names? Are these actual authors just fucking weird? Whatever. I'll find it out later. I don't have time for this. These are your favorites? I've yet to decide. The genre is proving to be enjoyable so far, though. So you don't know the endings? Face promptly drops into a cold glare. Don't you dare spoil them. Spoil them? Me? I would never. I never noticed how long Elizabeth's hair was until just now. God. I peer over her shoulder at the Famine Tourney. But, you know, if I were you, I wouldn't trust that baker boy. Yeah, I just said... And the Archer girl, the main character, well, don't be too startled if she kills everyone else in order to win at the end. Oh, stop it! And the little sister, she may or may not turn insane and become a serial killer. Fine! She promptly slams the book shut and slides it back into the pile, withdrawing a fresh one. Looks like Darther Onan Coils the Dogs of Garamond. Spoiler alert! The main character dies in the end! Again, she hastily returns the book and takes another one. Sorothy Dyers' Gaudy Night. Spoiler alert! Shush! The characters end up hating each other's guts and swear to become eternal rivals! Are you going to keep doing this? She looks genuinely upset, so I quickly retract, lost of my humor. I was just making it up. You were? Want me to cross my heart? Hoping to die would be better. You must save the best for last, my dear. She snorts at this, shaking her head in disbelief. My god, you're exactly like... Her eyes shuffle away, sparking my curiosity. Exactly like... Well, you know, Mr. Darcy, some sort of from Pride and Prejudice. Not that you would know about that book anyway. Actually, I read it. You have? Her surprise seems genuine rather than condescending. I decide to respect it. Why, certainly, Miss Bennet. I do consider myself to be well-read. Elizabeth straightens, her lips twitching into a coitish smile. It appears her considerations for one being well-read are substantially lower than the normalities of society, Mr. Darcy. Well, naturally, it is in accordance with the quality of my company. I beg your pardon? After all, dear Elizabeth, a poor Miss Bennet you would make. You are but half English. As for you, Mr. Darcy, you are twice as conceited as your original counterpart. Why, thank you. It is not to be thankful for. A proud man I may be, but I know where to place my gratitude. Is that place one that exists in this world? So, naturally not. So I thought. This is actually fun. When Elizabeth loosens up, her wit and intelligence make for a playful combination. Not that she'd ever actually be Elizabeth Bennet, or that it would be Mr. Darcy. After all, in the end, they fall in love. Just the thought sends me into shudders of revulsion. I didn't say revolution. What? Revulsion. I have a small question for you, Mr. Darcy. What might that be, Miss Bennet? What brings you to the rooftop? Your undying beauty. She flushes brightly, even though I was just joking. You taint those words with your capriciousness. What? She quickly looses the mask of Elizabeth Bennet in her fervor. You can't say romantic things so easily. It loses its meaning. What, you think I meant it seriously? Well, no, but for example, she clears her throat and stares me dead in the eye. I love you. Despite hating her, do I hate her? Yes, I hate her. I nearly flail backward, my stomach turning over. What the heck? I didn't mean it. But you see? No matter your intent, words have power. And you tell me that you love me to justify this? Well, it's not like I bloody meant it. Then why'd you say it? To prove a point, see? You're riled up. That's exactly how I feel when people throw around words so casually. And now I know why this girl can't handle a joke. Still, I guess to some extent it makes sense. I don't want to admit it, but her counter-argument is actually valid. So that was why you were always on my case? For throwing around my words? Of a sort, yes. She clears her throat, protectively hugging a book to her chest. Honestly speaking, I didn't hate you. Really? Well, not at first. So, what a traumatic event lost Her Majesty's favor upon me. Strangely enough, she ignores my mocking tone. Her gaze is deadly serious. Well, that was unfortunate timing. I wait for Elizabeth to continue, but she immediately retracts, digging back into her book. Answer it. She doesn't really give me any other option, so I take a look. Oh no, what is it from? What is it? Oh. Rui! Hey, are you busy right now? I need some grunt labor. Get Marvelous Massa then. Courtyard now. I'm actually disappointed as I slide my phone into my pocket. This was the closest to a civil conversation that I've gotten with Elizabeth. Well, Miss Bennet, it looks like duty calls. As you know, I have so many admirers to see. She snickers lightly. Oh, I wouldn't count on it. There are, after all, 70 million blind people in the world. I snort. That was actually a passable comeback. Cheerio, Miss Bennet! Goodbye, Mr. Darcy. Don't come again. I will, Miss Bennet, just for you. Well, I shan't stop you if you wish to publicly humiliate yourself. I only roll my eyes at her and shut the door, setting my steps toward the academy courtyard. Oh, I was hoping to get a nice little image of Elizabeth for the thumbnail, but no! The thumbnail gods have let me down once again. My pace is lighter than when I'd first arrived. Unfortunately, my thoughts sober as I approached the courtyard. Why didn't Rui contact me earlier? Where has Yahiko been? Or Masato? I guess that they have their own lives. Rui's in drama club, Yahiko has his happy club, and Masato, well, we're not exactly on talking terms. Besides, it's not like they're obligated to babysit me every day, logically speaking. Rui, you're alive! Oh! So happy to see you! Rui, I'm so happy to see you. I thought you were dead and that someone else was using your phone. Possibly the murderer, you know. But I'm so happy you're alive. Hey girl, how you been? How you been doing? I'm so happy to see you. Rui's leaning against 3 humongous suitcases by the nearest bench, biting her lip furtively as she twines her fingers in her skirt.
Oh, good. You came.
I see how it is. You only call me when it's convenient for you. The bitterness in my tone is only half joking. Rui doesn't seem to notice this.
Hey, you're the one who hasn't joined any clubs.
I curb my tongue at this comment. No matter how much I'd like to snap back, she's right, it's my own fault. So, what's all this about?
I'm going back home for a while.
What? Where'd this come from? Although, judging from Akira's words earlier, I think I know why.
I mean, I'll still come to school every day and everything. It's just, you know, a little commute.
I noticed that she blatantly dodges the question. It's a 1-hour commute to the other side of town.
Well, on the bright side, it's less time with you.
Ha! 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 It is less time. With me, with Masato, with Yahiko, with anyone. She feels painfully distant.
Really though, it'll be nice to spend some time with my parents. You might want to consider doing the same thing.
My house? It's 3 hours away, Ruri. In a, I don't know, entirely different city.
You haven't called in a while, have you?
I only shrug. I don't hate my parents. In fact, if anything, it's the opposite. I'd hate to cause any more trouble than I already have. Better to leave them in peace and quiet.
Well, we should go. If I miss my train, I'm stranded here.
For a wild, reckless moment, I'm seized with the impulse to make her stay. Not that I'd actually do it. Let me guess. You need me to carry the luggage.
Well, isn't that what friends are for?
What kind of friends do you have? She playfully bumps my shoulder, but it feels foreign, stilted.
Really, really nice ones that'll help an innocent maiden with her luggage, right?
I grab 2 of the suitcases and pull them by their handles. They drag against me, protesting with weight. What do you have in here, bricks?
Your brain.
Aw, it's so big.
You mean it's so dense?
I chuckle at this. Rui smiles shyly, pulling the remaining suitcase alongside me.
Thanks, Emma.
I'm concerned. We head to the main street in silence, staring everywhere but at each other. I'm concerned. It's not until we've settled at the bus stop when I find myself with words. I restlessly tap my fingers against the worn metal zippers of her case, searching my thoughts. Why'd you call me? Instead of Masato. He's the kind of guy who you'd want for this.
I don't think so. Anyway, Masato must be busy with track and honor society, and yeah. He shouldn't have time to notice little things like this.
Her answers only cultivate more confusion. In a way, you're moving back home. That isn't exactly little.
Well, still, it's distracting and weird and honestly unattractive.
Am I speaking the same language as anyone at the school? Of all people, I would have thought that I could at least understand Rui. I'd grown up with her. I knew her. Heck, in some ways, I knew her better than I knew myself. Can she change that much in just 2 days? Maybe. Oh, this is just getting more juicy. Look, Masato's your friend, and you're moving. That's all there is to it, right? Clearly, I'm getting nowhere with this. Where's Yahiko? Rui relaxes slightly at this abrupt change of topic.
Busy.
How busy?
Who knows? Probably just wanted to skip out on helping or something.
I want to inquire further, or at the very least, tell her about the exchange between him and Haru, but we arrive at the subway station just then, cutting our conversation short. The platform is hauntingly empty. The orderly benches are completely free of cigarettes, gum, or scraps of paper. It's as if they've never been sat on. Furthermore, the only person in sight is the attendant at the ticket booth, and he's currently snoring. In a way, it makes sense. Not only is this a minor station, but Isamu is known for its strengths in security and prosperity. Why would anyone want to leave that? No, it's still strange. The platform had some pretty decent traffic when we were heading to District 8 the other day, but now it's completely empty. Even if this is the quiet spell before rush hour, is it really reasonable? Come to think of it, how is the city reacting to the disappearances? I live in a bubble where the only reactions I see are ones of fellow students. I have no clue what the common office worker is thinking, or the common housewife, or the common fast food worker. Is the city afraid? Or am I just looking too much into this? Rui quietly tugs at my sleeve, clutching her pre-bought tickets in her hand.
This place gives me the creeps.
Didn't you go home yesterday night?
Oh gosh, don't remind me. I swear there was a zombie hiding in the corner.
Boo! I burst into laughter as she leaps away, flailing her arms wildly in my direction.
Yama!
Well, see any zombies?
I wish Miki were here. She could return the favor with, oh, I don't know, a little scare.
A scare?
Say an innocent little bug.
Don't you dare.
Or maybe a big, hairy spider with huge eyes and pincers that click together as if...
Come here! I lunge towards her. She darts further down the platform, giggling lightly. I bolt towards her, but a sudden shadow darts across the edge of my vision. Get away from me! What? I stop short. Rui also grinds to a halt. 2 academy students are sprinting across the platform on the opposite side of the track, weaving between the columns and jumping over benches in their haste to what? At first I think they're just having a casual race, but when the second student crashes into a trash can and plants into the ground, the first doesn't even spare him a glance.
It's Yahiko.
She gestures to the student who just took a nasty fall. I look again, stomach dropping as I recognize the familiar head of blonde hair. Yahiko? What's Yahiko doing here? He's struggling to pull himself to his feet, clutching at his ribs. His face is twisted in a way that I've never seen before. Harsh angles and contorted lines that make him look like a completely different person. The other boy, who's currently halfway down the platform, is bony and pale with brown hair that hangs over his eyes. Shoji. Shoji and Yahiko? What are they doing here? Isn't Shoji supposed to be missing? If, of course, the words of Ari's bullies can be trusted. Why are they running? What's going on? I said get away!
Shoji, don't be like this.
I hear the faint blare of the incoming train. Shoji staggers closer to the tracks, a wild look in his eyes. Oh no!
Is he gonna commit suicide?
Oh no! I know what you're trying to do. I know who you are.
You're too close, Shoji!
Rui bolts forward, but I catch the glint of the train and snag the collar of her jacket. Don't, you'll just hurt yourself. The words slip from my throat, cool, slimy like a serpent.
But...
Yahiko suddenly throws himself at Shoji, tackling him closer to the train. Rui tenses but doesn't move. Get off! No, you're not in your right mind, Shoji! Shoji socks him straight in the jaw. Yahiko flinches backward but keeps his grip secure as he drags himself to his feet. The train blares its incoming approach.
What is he doing?
Shoji wriggles in his grasp, snapping his feet at Yahiko's knees, but Yahiko refuses to buckle. He stumbles closer to the track, ignoring Shoji's fingernails prying at his hands. What? The train surges closer as they pass over the caution line. Stop fighting me! Let go! Rui clutches my arm, staring pleadingly at me.
We need help!
We can't.
What? No, we need to call police, hospital, someone.
It's too late. Lights flare in the tunnel, and the train bears closer. Rui slumps against my chest, eyes blank. Shoji braces his feet against the ground as Yahiko staggers to the edge. They're screaming now. Half of the words are indistinguishable, drowned by the roaring horn. Killed, just stood, watched. Not full. Disgusting liar. Finally, Yahiko wrenches his arms. Shoji teeters over the edge, then thrown back. The train thunders forward. I absently cover Rui's eyes with my hand, my gaze transfixed as he... Oh! Oh! Oh, fuck! Shit! Fuck! I knew someone was gonna die! Oh, shit! Falls right beneath the nose of the train, which stream rolls over him, blood splayed over its front. Oh, fuck. I barely catch a glimpse of Yahiko's face, transfixed with twisted horror before the train pulls to a stop between us.
What happened? Yama, what?
My head begins to spin as red pulses before my eyes.
Oh, no. Yama, listen to me. You're okay. You'll be fine.
I stumble backwards, my hands groping for a wall, bench, anything. My stomach writhes with nausea.
We're in Isamu, Yama. We're in the train station. You can breathe. You're okay.
The smell of iron and smoke pummels my nostrils. My vision twists into monochrome. Rui fades out of sight, her words blurry in my ears.
Fine. Don't. Okay. Here.
I fall away from reality, the screams of passerby ringing in my ears. Fuck.
Here, I'll give you a shot. Eep! I hate shots. It's okay, this one won't hurt. Are you sure? Well, not too much. Circle, circle, dot, dot, dot. Now you've got the cootie shot. So I won't die? Yeah, that's what shots do, right? Yeah. Thanks, sis.
Oh. What was that? Hey, what's going on? Mind where you're driving. I can't help it. Good heavens, what is out there? Ice, lots of it. Sweepers must have delayed. Well, pull over, stop, do something. Just sit tight and be quiet. I need to concentrate.
Mizu? I don't like this bus. We'll be fine. Don't worry.
Oh no, that definitely means we're not gonna be fine. Especially with the fucking red. Damn it! No! Well, somebody died.
Yama!
Oh no. Oh fuck! Don't mind me, I'm taking a screenshot! Fuck! No, I'm not gonna use it. I don't know if I'm gonna use this as a thumbnail because that's a really fucking morbid thumbnail. Holy shit! Oh my fucking god! That is horrifying. That is horrifying. And why am I doing this to myself? Why am I saving this onto my computer? I don't know. Holy fuck!
Mizu, it's okay. Get off, sis. I can't breathe. Mizu, get up. Why aren't you moving? Oh no! Look at that! He's crying!
horrifying. Oh my fucking god, this is horrifying. Oh my god. This is horrifying. Why am I taking another screenshot of this? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is horrifying. Oh my god. Why is that my only reaction? It's just this is horrifying as I proceed to take another screenshot of this. God, I am an awful person. Oh my god.
Please, sis.
Officer! A kid! Alive! Back! Oh. Air pocket. Looks like glass. Oh, stimming. Quick, get! Is it gonna keep doing that? Oh, okay. Did it! Get him too! The girl? Didn't. Instantaneous. Sir, civilians, escort away. Give back! You! Oh god, no. No! Hana! Ryoshi, where's... Please! Oh god. My eyes shoot open and I clutch at my chest, coughing violently. A hand immediately gropes my shoulder and I feel something cold and solid at my lips. A glass. Water. I guzzle it violently, throat burning as it slips into my stomach. My vision finally begins to clear. I'm bundled up in a large comforter, reclined against my sofa. Ruri is kneeling in front of me, her expression ridden with concern. She hesitantly brushes her fingertips against my forehead. They feel like ice.
You're burning up.
She hurries back into the kitchen. I hear the comforting gurgle of my faucet. The warm scent of chicken broth drifts through the air. What happened? The words escape from my throat in a croaky groan. Ruri quickly returns and slips the newly refilled glass into my hand. I sip at it, slower this time.
You were in shock. You lapsed twice as we came to your apartment. Thankfully, you didn't faint until we got here.
I meant Yahiko and Shoji. She freezes, her expression flickering in pain.
I didn't see. Everyone rushed out of the train to see what happened. What had happened? There were police, ambulances, reporters. It was a mess.
I narrow my eyes at her. Her hands are clasped tightly, shaking in her lap. Nervousness? Definitely. From trauma? Not quite. Are you hiding something from me, Ruri?
They arrested Yahiko.
No! What?
He's currently being detained at the station.
How long have I been out? My chest suddenly seizes, pushing me into a coughing fit. Ruri disappears into the kitchen and comes back with a bowl of steaming chicken noodle soup.
Eat this.
I work to spoon the food to my mouth, but my hands are shaking uncontrollably. Rapid thoughts, one after another, are pounding at my head. Did Yahiko just kill someone? Did Shoji just die before my eyes?
Oh, let me.
She takes the bowl from my grasp, holding the spoon before my lips. Feeding me? Really?
I mean, what else am I supposed to do? Let you starve?
She quickly jams the spoon in my mouth. The warm, savory liquid soothes my throat. I instinctively hum in approval. It's good.
Well, duh.
A thought dawns on me as I take another spoonful of soup. What happened to your luggage?
Luggage?
You were going back home.
Oh, well, plans change.
That does tend to happen when you see someone die. Don't make me laugh, Yahiko! Yama. Why did I say Yahiko? I'm sorry. Does Masato know?
I don't know.
You haven't told him?
Well...
Where's he been? Has he contacted you?
No, he hasn't, okay? And he won't.
She grips the bowl in both hands, her shoulders slumping. For the first time, I notice how tired she looks.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have yelled at you.
No, it's okay. But what's been happening to all of us? How are you feeling?
Fine.
I see that the bloodshot veins in her eyes and the deep shadows to her skin and how there's no life to her smile. Liar. Come here. I take the bowl from her hands and place it on the ground, then slide an arm around her shoulder, rubbing it gently. She seems to collapse inwardly, hiding her face in her hands.
Why? Why is this happening?
It's okay.
I don't understand. First it's with Masato, then Akira, then Yahiko. Everyone's leaving.
Leaving? Don't worry, I won't leave. She relaxes at my words and wipes her sleeve across her face.
Well, it's not like anyone else would put up with you, right?
Right. Her mood seems to lighten, but her brow flickers in concern.
You saw Mizu, didn't you?
I nod silently, trying to swallow past the lump in my throat. Yeah.
And?
It's okay. This wasn't the first time. I tried to pass this off as a joke, but Ruri grows deathly still.
What?
Maybe this wasn't a good idea. What am I supposed to say? I nearly drowned yesterday? Never mind.
Yama, tell me what happened. Now.
Her eyes pierce through me and her mouth is set in a hard frown. Looks like I should just come clean. I almost drowned yesterday. You know the Rainbow River? Shoji was drowning. I thought I could save him.
But that river.
I know. It was the very first reason why my family had moved away from Isamu. Because of what happened in that river. The river that, miles further upstream, bordered a certain elementary school. I'd been born and raised in Isamu, and I had a sibling. But after the accident in the river, a frightening bus crash that resulted in around 30 casualties, well, we didn't stick around. So we moved. Nice town, 3 hours away. Quiet place called Seto where we were supposed to start over. Town where I met Ruri and Misaki. But then, when Ruri's parents found jobs in the prosperous metropolis of Isamu, they couldn't hesitate to take them, not when they were still working through the aftermath of the recession. So Ruri came to Isamu, and I came with her. Back to this cursed city and its cursed river.
You know how dangerous that river can be. Why would you even... You can't even swim.
Yeah, well, there's a reason it turned out the way it did.
And when were you gonna tell me this?
The edge to her voice alerts me to just how distressed she is. Is it really such a big deal?
You could have died.
Well, I did it.
That's not the problem, Yama. You don't tell me anything.
Her sudden outburst stuns me into silence. She grips my shoulders, fingers curling through the comforter and digging into my arms.
You're always hiding things. I never know what's going on. Don't you trust me? Why?
Her voice is shaking. I work to speak past the numbness on my tongue. I don't hide anything from...
Then what about Shigure? What about the investigation? What about the serial murders? What about...
She grips my shirt, tears dripping onto my comforter.
You haven't told me anything. That you've been staying up late. That these things keep happening to you. I don't know what you've been doing after school. I don't even see you around.
I blurt out the one thing on my mind. How did you know about the investigation?
Is that what's important right now? You're investigating serial killings, Yama, and you don't have any training in anything. And you don't have training in anything. And you're just a kid and you can't do that.
Can't do what? Can't do everything? Can't do anything? Has there ever been something that I could do? Not a good student, not a good son, not a good investigator. Tell me, Ruri, is there anything that I'm good at?
You know, being an average student is just fine if it keeps you alive. I can't live like that. If you keep this up, you're not going to live at all. Don't you get it? I'm fine with that. What are you even saying?
I'm sick of being useless. My anger is burning to my mouth. I'm spewing whatever comes to my head. Why have you stuck around me, huh? Why have you stuck with such an incompetent excuse for a human being? You sure don't get anything from it.
The only thing you're incompetent at is telling me when important stuff happens in your life. Like, oh, I don't know, the fact that you almost drowned yesterday. And Am I really even a friend to you? What kind of friend? What is a friend? Someone who makes you feel nice and cozy? Is that why you were with me? Sticking around someone you know you're better than at everything probably made you feel really good about yourself. Shut up. You don't know what's been happening. You don't even care. You don't even ask. You just sit back and do nothing.
Do nothing.
I no longer see the need to expend resources on a worthless assistant.
Why don't you try anything? You're the genius. Figure it out. Rage floods to the tips of my fingers. I can feel venom slicking over my tongue. I do nothing. I sit around my apartment and twiddle my thumbs all day. Yep, that's me. That's Yama Ishimoto. What a kid! What a stupid, arrogant kid! Did nothing while his older sister, would have had so much potential.
Yama,
You know what she wanted to be? A defense attorney. At 9 years old. She didn't even know what it was. She didn't even know what it was. She just asked our parents what the best job to protect people was, and they said a lawyer. So she had her heart set on being a lawyer. Meanwhile, what did Yama want to be? Good old Yama Ishimoto wanted to be a, wait for it, tree. Yes, I kid you not, a tree. The kind with leaves and a trunk and all that crap. Why? Because trees are tall and green, and he thought both of those attributes were pretty cool at the time. Stupid, isn't it? You know what would have been better? If Yama died and Mizu had lived. I would have liked that. Wouldn't you have liked that?
Don't blame yourself for that, Yama. It wasn't your fault. She died. It was the blizzard, the bus driver, the sweepers. You shouldn't have been on that bus in the first place.
I'd like to think that. I really would. And maybe for a while I did. I clench my hands until my nails are digging grooves in the base of my palm. Oh, I love it when that happens. But you know what? Someone kept bringing it up.
What?
You could have left me alone. You could have let me forget, but you didn't let me. Why? Why? Why do you keep nagging me? Why are you so insistent on sticking around me every day, every hour, every minute? What? I can't do anything on my own now? It always needs to be with you? Tears fill her eyes and spill into her cheeks. My eyes and throat are burning. My tongue feels like it's on fire, but I can't stop. I was fine. Life was fine. And then you came. You made me think of her. Do you like it when I suffer? Do you like seeing me in pain? Well, congratulations, because you did an excellent job. Woo! I deserve that. My head swivels harshly to the side, cheeks smarting from the impact of Ruri's palm. She stares angrily at me, tears dripping from her chin onto the carpet.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for caring for you. I'm sorry for sticking up for you. I'm sorry for spending time with you. I'm sorry for being such a terrible burden. And I'm sorry to myself for putting up with such an ignorant, thankless person all these years.
Her every word socks me straight in the gut, even though she speaks quietly.
Thanks for being honest with me. I didn't realize that I was such a horrible person. Horrible for worrying about you. Horrible for being upset when you could have died yesterday and I wouldn't have known at all. But by all means, keep telling me. It's not like I know my own faults or anything.
She storms to the front door, slinging her backpack over her shoulder.
Goodbye, Ishimoto.
She slams the door behind her, leaving me in frigid silence. Anger burns from my stomach to the tips of my fingers. I'm seized by a wild urge to grab something, anything, and smash it against the ground, but anything I look at, I can't bring myself to break. Glance out the window. Rui's already heading out the gate. God. I toss on a light jacket and tear down the stairs, grinding to a halt at the gate and making a sharp turn to the opposite gate. The only way to expel this is a walk. A nice, long, preferably death-inducing walk. I break into a run as the cold air hits my face. I was fine. I was perfectly fine. Rue was the one who freaked out. She's always been that way. Always nagging me, always giving me a hard time. She felt excluded? Who was the person who went home yesterday? Who was the person who never talked to me? Who was the person who made me run around the Eastman Forest thinking that she'd be brutally murdered? I just can't take it anymore. Any of it. I close my eyes and pick up my speed, feeling the wind blister my face. My lungs plead for air and my heart is throbbing painfully against my chest, but I don't bother stopping. Here we go. District 6, the dead of night. Perfect place for an ignorant, thankless lowlife like me. Well, okay then. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna end this episode here. It's been a long one, but oh my god, this game is just so good, so good. But anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed this episode of Lucid9, leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!